Hello everybody, my name is TRG and today I got to play Decksplash's public alpha. Decksplash is a game from Bossa Studios, the guys behind such hits like I Am Bread and Surgeon Simulator, but this game is, from what you can see in the trailer, it looks sort of like a mixture of game modes from Splatoon with controls similar to Rocket League, I guess, and a little mixture of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, since it's about skateboards. That's the sort of idea. So the alpha offers a single level. You can play 3 versus 3. The game sometimes throws you in a 2 versus 3, which is just unfair. And why would you do this? People cannot join mid-game, so that you're in a losing position. But it's basically what they advertise. The basic idea is that you land tricks, and when you land tricks you spray, splash paint all over the place. And the more paint after a set time covers the level, you win, or you lose, depending on which team has the most coverage. And it's okay. I'm sort of not convinced to the control scheme yet. I tried it. It's very similar to Rocket League. It's very similar to Rocket League, with a few differences. The skateboards do spin much faster and more frantic, more energy. There's more energy in them. I really don't like the controls on like reversing the board, because basically you have to switch the direction you're going. You cannot just go, backwards like a car. You have to switch direction, the camera spins around. It's weird. I'm not a big fan. Another thing I'm not a big fan is the grinding, actually, because it's so physics-based, it's actually not enjoyable and pretty hard to land. If you ever played games like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, you would notice that grinding always in those games had a sort of snap. Even if you were a little bit off, it would snap you to the grind. And that's not what happens here. And also I think you can just grind indefinitely. You don't have to. I don't think you have to balance it out. But yeah, it's just used to chain combos a little longer. And another thing I had problem with is I didn't really feel the game. It was fun, but I didn't feel like my better tricks, so to call them, had more impact than the simpler ones. So I ended up just bouncing around like a crazy person and just splashing small splashes, but with more frequency. And we won, our team won. I'm not sure if that helped, and that's the problem. I don't think the game does a very good job about like the feedback, whether you're winning or not, because I felt focused so much on myself. I didn't actually look at the enemies. With a game like Rocket League, your focus when there's 6 players, their focus is always on the ball. And here your focus is on you. You can actually just ignore everyone else and just play it yourself, I guess. And that's the weird part. That's what I didn't like about it. Like, I wouldn't say it wasn't fun, but it felt a little disconnected from the gameplay. I've seen people do like better combos, but I'm not convinced that helps. And let's be honest, it needs a lot more work, but hey, it's an alpha, right? It's just a test. I think, and I might be wrong, but I think something's there, but it's gonna need a lot of refining to make it work much better. Better controls. They're not bad, they just need some fine-tuning, like the reversing thing, the snapping of grinding, I think, too. And that's about it. What I didn't really like, to be honest, because there's promise to be customization. Right now it just sort of randomizes which board you will get. But when you actually quit the test, the thing that really left a bitter taste in my mouth, well, not literally, but is that they will make a leveling system and loot boxes. And that to me just felt weird. It's an early access game that's not even out yet, and they're already promising loot boxes. I'm not sure whether they are going to be paid. I assume they will. So that's, I am not a big fan of loot boxes, I'll be honest. But in an early access game that doesn't have any sort of really deadline when it's gonna be released, that just, no. You should add those boxes after you finish your game first. Because it looks right now like you're just trying to get that bite of the Rocket League / loot boxes kind of cake. It feels like you saw what worked in Overwatch, in all these other games, and it didn't even have like a creative name, like, no, deck boxes or something. Just loot boxes, just like Overwatch, and they look like those, well, they're just boxes, right? But yeah, I'm not sure. They do promise on the Steam page that they will add more game modes, I think, and levels, and that's okay. That's what I would want to see on an end screen of a game that's, promises to be great. Not, hey, we're promising that we're gonna take more money out of you. Like, of course, I don't know whether they're gonna charge money for these loot boxes. Maybe they will come up with some system. I don't know. But it just felt, not so great. But overall, like I said, it seems that the concept's there, because it's a game that's not like other Bossa Studio games. It's not about random lol physics. It's actually about controlling the board. You have full control over it. Just like in Rocket League. You can think like in mid-air in Rocket League, people do crazy shit with it. And because the controls are tight, because they are in control, there's no randomization like in I Am Bread or Surgeon Simulator. And I think that could be a strong point for this game. I don't know how it will go from here with the online community, because who knows, maybe people will play it for a month and then decide that Rocket League is better, go back to Rocket League or any similar game. But I'd give this game a go, but I want to hear about these loot boxes, because I feel that could put a lot of people off. I mean, let's be honest, Rocket League, yes, they also have crates, but they put them in a year after, I think, or even more, when the game was mature enough. But hey, those were my thoughts on Decksplash Alpha. There wasn't any NDA, so I'll just put it on the internet for everyone to see, and so I guess that's it. Hope you enjoyed my little ramblings, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya!